So we found through our freedom of information requests that 70% of councils currently don't have a published strategy for on-street charging provision. And that's really important because 80% of current charging of electric vehicles happens at home because it's the most convenient and affordable way to charge your vehicle. And we know that in the UK, 40% of households don't have a driveway, so they don't have access to off-street parking.
Vauxhall has teamed up with several charging operators in setting up a multi-year enablement fund to help councils understand the scale of on-street charging issues and the solutions available. That's ahead of the government's planned ban on the sale of new combustion engine cars in 2030. The company has also set up a new national database for the public to register their needs, enabling councils to invest government funds where demand for on-street EV charging already exists.
Yeah, so the government's provided funding through the Local Electric Vehicle Infrastructure Fund. So that's circa £340 million that's available for local councils to access for generating on-street charging. But as we know, 50% currently haven't installed any on-street chargers at all. So the Enablement Fund is really about educating those councils through working with our charge point provider partners to make sure they understand the need for this infrastructure, and then critically come up with the plan, map with this map that we're developing, heat map, through the website of where there is demand, so we can put the two things together and ensure we get the right solutions into the right places and make sure the 40% of people without driveways aren't left behind as we transition to electric.
Recent data reveals a robust uptick in the automotive sector. July saw a 28.3% rise in new car registrations, totalling 143,921 vehicles. This is the strongest July performance since 2020, although sales still lag behind pre-pandemic levels. Fleet sales are the primary driver of this growth, with large fleet orders surging by nearly 63%. Other business registrations also rose by 28.7%. Contributing 2,915 new cars. However, private new car sales only grew by a marginal 1/3%, selling 60,045 new models. This slow growth raises concerns, especially as the industry and government target increased electric vehicle adoption.
We can see that there's demand there for electric vehicles. We know all the benefits of electric cars in terms of the zero tailpipe emissions, but also, faster acceleration, much smoother, much quieter. We know that people won't go back to petrol or diesel once they've chosen an electric car. But what we've got to make sure is that one of those biggest barriers, which is access to that local charging, is overcome. And that's why we've launched Electric Streets, to make sure we build this database of where there is demand and then work with the local councils to make sure all local councils have a plan for this provision.